What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Behind me, it's my dream car. My dream car, just sitting there. This is part, I don't even know of this series anymore, because it's been a while since I've had this car on the channel, and now it's time for me to buckle down and get her done. No uploads for a while, been very busy. Personal stuff, as well as, it was my birthday yesterday, so 1 year older, 1 year wiser, or at least I think I am. Day after my birthday, what's the best way to celebrate it? Working on my dream car over here. So I got a day off work today and I thought, bugger it, let's work on the FD. I have not had much time lately because I've just been so flat out, and I'm so keen to work back on the cars with this RX7 and this car that you guys are sitting on right now. You probably know, you'll see it in a minute. So last time I played around with this car, we did a few small things to it, just like putting engine mounts on the engine, stuff like that. Getting it all ready to get the gearbox and engine assembled and put into the car. If you haven't seen any of this series yet, guys, please go back to, I think my first ever video ever on this channel was this car here. So I think it was about 3 years ago I first started filming this car. And we made the YouTube channel because I was going to cover this car only, and now look where we are. We got 12 cars and it's hectic. But I'll get you guys off the tripod, show you around the car if you're not familiar with it, and show you what we're going to be doing. Here she is. Now guys, before you ask me, I get asked this a lot. Mark, I thought you moved out of this place. You're in a new house now. Yes, I have. So this is my mum's place. So she still lives here, obviously, and I still keep some of the cars here. Now here is my 1992 RX7 FD3S. Technically an F&E, but it was sold here in Australia. And for you that don't know, this is a 1 of 26 factory black Australian delivered FD RX7. So it's quite a rare one. If you're not familiar with the Australian delivered RX7s, I have a bit of an article here for you guys to read. So there were 441 FDs sold here in Australia. So the greatest number of FDs sold was 992 at 95 cars. So red most popular, being 186 cars. Montego blue, 160. Silver, 46. Black, 26. And white, the rarest at 24. Now we have established that this is one of the black cars. Yeah, Australian delivered, has a panel sunroof, as well as our factory black jams and all that still here. The only thing we don't have is the Australian delivered rear bar on it. So usually they have these, they're quite ugly reflectors on the back bumper bar. But we got the actual F&E rear bar, the Series 6 bar. Now please go follow some of my old videos and see how much work we have put into this car already. It's been quite a lot. If you're not familiar, we rebuilt this whole rear end, so we had to put a new boot floor in it. So we had to put a new boot floor in it and rear beaver panel here. Stitched it all in, so a good mate of mine helped me weld it all back together. And we rebuilt all this, so all the inside of the boot's all done, new plastics, we've painted it all up. So it's all getting there, guys, it's all getting there. It's nearly been a year since I've like done proper progress on this vehicle, so I am hanging. Now for you guys that don't know, like this was like my dream car since I was a kid. And I got the opportunity to buy this 3 years ago for a really good price, but it had some damage. Now I want to go outside and show you the front end, but it's actually raining really heavy right now. You probably can't see, but I'm gonna wait for that to pass through. I pushed it out a little bit. I'll wait for the rain to die down before we start tearing into things on here, and I'll show you all the boxes in the boot, all new parts we've ordered over time for this vehicle. And a lot of you have been hounding me to make an episode on this car, so here it is. And here's the other beast here, which we have ordered parts for as well. So I'm keen to get stuck into this in the next week. So don't worry guys, VL's coming. You guys have been freaking hounding me about this car, and I can understand why. It's been a while. So some of the last clips we actually redone all underneath here. We had the subframe out, it's very hard to see. Fuel tank back in it. We had the whole subframe cradle out. We repainted everything, fixed up any blemishes in the underneath of the car. So now it's predominantly bodywork of continue on, and all our interior stuff and our engine bay and front rad support, which is the biggest thing we're going to be tackling very soon. So while we wait for the rain to die down, let's go have a look at the engine. So I got my beautiful Fallout 4 mug, my coffee, getting ready to get pepped up, even though it's like 4 PM at the moment. Here's the engine over here. It is getting a bit dark, so let me put my light on. This is out of a 2001 Series 8 FD, so it's an REW engine. It's pretty much rebuilt. I brought it from Adelaide, had it shipped over here, and it's bare bones, so I've still got to get like all the bracketry and all the pulleys, all stuff like that. So we've got a cast manifold sitting on it at the moment with a single turbo. I think it's just a Chinese turbo. Last episode we put all our engine brackets and mounts and everything on it, so it's ready to go in the car. But we have to dress this engine up, put all the water pumps, snout and everything on it, get it all dressed up and ready to go in the car. But she's all pre-oiled inside there. Sometimes I just turn her over here and there just to keep it happy. Another thing we have is at the back here, we have it's an auto counterweight. So over here, we have a manual one sitting there, so we're gonna put that on. Now, a lot of people have told me that the rotating assembly is balanced front and rear. So we might have to change the front counterweight too. as well as the rear to balance it all. I've actually got in touch with the old owner of the vehicle, and he's more than happy to help us tear down and get this engine balanced, so hopefully we can do that. So once we order the clutch and everything, then we can assemble this, and I'll show you exactly how we assemble it all, get this engine all ready to go in the vehicle. So I can't freaking wait. I'm so excited. Now, working on your dream car, guys, no matter what it is, no matter what you do to them, it's such an exciting process, and every time I touch this car, I just can't believe that I own one. It's just amazing to me. It's such a big thing. And I hate seeing it like this because, oh, she just needs to be driven. It's so small, it's so little, oh my God, it's just, but it's so wide. Oh, it's just so sexy. I'm gonna try and let this rain piss off, guys, so we can push this car a little bit further. We'll go out in the rain quickly. You can see, here's the front end of it. Look how shiny it is with all the water on it. Oh God, I can't wait till this fucking car's finished, guys. Also, we come into the interior. My first ever model of an FD, which is one I put together when I was a kid, was a black Series 6. That was my first ever FD model. Let's wait for this rain to pass and get stuck into it. Well, guys, it's been about 3 months since the last clips of the intro of this video, and I haven't done much because I've had other things come up. So we're back to spending a day on the beast. Now, first thing you're going to probably realize, let's have a look at the front. Ooh, something different at the front. Look at that. We got a Series 8 front bar. I have been looking for a Series 8 bar for so freaking long, and you guys probably remember how the S6 bar looked. It looks so different. It looks like an MX-5. It's looking so much better. So this is a JSAI bar, so it's all molded. The lip and everything's molded. It fits really well. It's just sitting there with like zip ties. So if I push it up, it fits actually much nicer. Not bad for a car with a bent front radiator support. I'm really happy with that. So our old bar's up here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. But yeah, look at that, that's awesome. So in this part of the video, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna push him out and take the transmission out of it, because the transmission is just sitting inside, and we're gonna get the motor and sit the motor in, because I need to get the LS out of the VL and put that on the engine stand where the 13B is currently. So why not put our 13B in the car for the first time? This car probably hasn't had a motor for, I reckon, 5+ years. So plus we have a whole range of stuff, boxes full of stuff, and lots of goodies for the beast. So we'll go through them shortly. Off camera, I put a gas strut on, so I've got to put another on that side. I've only had one. I thought it came in 2, but only 1. It had beautiful cluster surround in there. And if you also notice, coming inside, we got a center console for it. It's looking so much more complete. Needs to be wiped down, it's a bit dirty, but center console with the boot and everything. So really excited about that. Really sunny and beautiful out here today, and there's nothing more than spending a nice sunny day working on your dream car ever since you were a little kid. So I'm going to push this beast out. I'm going to get the engine ready on the stand over there and push it out too, and probably take the bonnet off. It's only aluminium, so it's pretty easy, and sit the 13B in. Alright guys, so here she is, the mighty 13B with the FC manifold on it and the single turbo just sitting there chilling. So we still have a lot to get for this motor. We still need to get all the coolant stuff and all the intake, exhaust side, everything needs to be plumbed up, the crossover, all that stuff. Thermostat housing, you name it. We need a new pulley, got to change the counterweight at the back because this is an auto one. So there's heaps of things we've got to do on this motor. Good thing is it's a good healthy engine and it is nicely oiled inside. It's been oiled. I might actually chuck a little bit more oil in there, just some new oil just to keep it happy. So I'll probably rotate it on the side, take the tape off and then retape it up. But we do have the engine mounts on so we can sit the motor in. So hopefully it'll sit in there, no worries. And then we'll chain it up. So I'll probably run a chain from the exhaust manifold studs across. Sorry about the noise guys, it's freaking horrible. There's so much stuff on this motor, I have no idea where what goes and everything's threaded. So I'm guessing this is where like the manifold and stuff bolts on, but I got no idea. Even stuff like that, I got no idea. It has got that oiling system as well. I don't know how that all works. So yeah, the sump's just sitting on there very lightly with the pickup and everything. Definitely going to be running premix on this beast when we put it in. But have a look at the FD, it's outside. It's been so long since it's been outside. Now 3 years ago, I started my YouTube channel for this car here. It's crazy that we are still here, still not running and still not painted. Let's change that. Well guys, have a look at this. We have the motor sitting in there. First time since I've ever owned this car, the motor's sitting in there. How good is that? And I also have a brand new strut brace all the way from the UK sitting in here. So that looks so good. Just set that on there and oh, it's looking awesome. So good to see a motor in here. Turbo setup does not fit past the steering column, but this is off a FC, so it's not going to sit. The turbo housing itself hits the column, but that's fine. So I got everything here, got to clean up. So massive thanks to Jordan and Ryan that came over and gave me a hand. So thanks so much to the legends. I'm going to push the car back in now. I did give it a quick blowout with the air gun, so we got heaps of shit out of the bay, so it's looking much nicer now. So I'm going to quickly put the bonnet on and push this car back, and yeah. And she is in the garage. Look at that, motor is in, just sitting in there. It's slotted into the engine mounts, so all I gotta do is get the gearbox and everything bolted behind it. But my god, it's so small. I don't know if camera does justice, but like Jesus, there's so much room in here. Even with that manifold, if I take that turbo manifold out, it just looks like a little toaster in here. So we have a box of goodies in here, so let's have a look what we got. So these are, I think they're our rear lights. Oh sorry, these are our corner rear lights, the smoked ones. So it should look good with all the blacked outness. So that's for the other side, but you get the idea. Well, these ones are the guard ones, so they will go in here. Oh, where that one, that's just the body of the old one. There we go. Oh Jesus Christ, I fell backwards. These are knackered, but these will be the new ones, and they'll go in this way, like so, slot in and sit like that. So smoked ones should go good with the black. Now in here we have a whole bunch of stuff. So this is a toolkit. So the tyre iron, I don't even know what this is. What is this? Let's have a look. Flat tyre storage bolt. Okay, so that will screw into the flat tyre, I would say. And this is the little foam insert that sits inside your I think it sits like inside the quarter, the rear quarter in the boot. This is, oh I know what this is. So this is the driver's side door handle trim. I can't really show you because the car's really hard up against that side, but have a look in, so this one, this is the driver's side one of that one. Beautiful. Okay, so this is, oh yeah, master cylinder. So that one's a supposedly good condition master cylinder. So that's very good. You can bolt that onto our booster, wherever the hell I've put that. And oh, I know what this is. This is under the dash, so under the steering wheel. See a little vent on it. So this sits like that under the dash. And I think the bonnet release goes in there. So I've got to find actually the bonnet release piece because I haven't got it. God, that plane is flying so low, you can't see it though. And that's it for this box. And the new strut bar, and we got the PPF over here. So this is what bolts the back of the gearbox and then the back of the diff, and that sort of keeps them in line. The gearbox is over here. So there's our 5-speed behind the XL. So we are getting there, guys, slowly. I don't think this is going to be a very long episode because I just wanted to sort of put the motor in and get it more complete. So you guys saw that we got the center console, stuff like that, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So my main focus from now on is just going to be getting the body dead straight and just finishing off getting it all into primer and getting this car nice. So I've still got to take the headlining off and tap this this dent out from the inside. Hopefully we can get get to it from inside. And we still have to do things like straighten out the rad support as it's a bit heavy going in this area, and it's a bit like this, so we're going to do that. So my old man's going to give me a hand with that, thank God. We're going to get started into this thing here. Lots coming, don't worry, it's coming. Guys, looking so good. That Series 8 bar makes a bloody world of a difference, doesn't it? So you can see with the bonnet closed, it naturally wants to go this way. So we've established that we have a bent rad support. So this all has to be fixed, and it should pull this all straight because it's very tight here. So if you guys don't know, with my 180SX, when I first got it, it was a similar situation. The front passenger side had been slightly smushed in, and we porta-powered it all back out. So with this one, we can get a chain and either pull it out that way or put it on a rack. See how we go, see if we can straighten it out. We have measured it, it's about 5 or 6 millimeters out, so not too much. So not the end of the world, but we got to still address it and get it straight, like we did with the back end, because we did so much work to this car. If you have not seen episode 1, please go check it out. It is the shittest video in the world because it's my first ever YouTube video, but when we first got this car, it's come a long freaking way. So lots of bodywork to do. I'm going to get stuck into that hopefully next episode and get this car into primer, fix all these hail damage dents here, stuff like that. I just want this car done, guys. I'm sick of seeing it as a as an ornament in the garage. 3 years, and you know, I've been so lazy with finishing it. You know, part of it, it's a little bit intimidating to get into, being an expensive car, but at the same time, you know, it is just another car. So we've got to get past that bit and just send it. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for sticking around and watching this car. I know every episode comes out like every 8 months, but we'll try and keep the ball rolling a little more efficiently, and I can't wait to see this car finish, guys, and I hope you can't wait either. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks to the boys coming around today, giving me a hand, and we'll see you in the next video. See you, everybody.